how's it going? Man, I look tired. Okay, so in this video we are pretty much, well, what we had last time in the legacy OpenGL stuff was this wireframe cube, and today I'm going to be filling this in. Just a side note, a little bit of context on where this series is going. I sort of started this just for fun, because it is fun. Where the series is going to be going from here is in terms of using legacy OpenGL, we're not going to be doing too much. We're going to get textures, we're going to do some lighting, we're not even going to use, in this series, I'm not even going to use OpenGL's lighting engine. I'm just going to make one by hand. It's going to be pretty simple. And then that will be it for the OpenGL education of this. And then what we'll be doing beyond this is sort of intro to data-oriented design. I'm trying to take a big picture view. So we're going to start off with some really simple graphics programming, but then we're going to put that into the bigger picture, if that makes sense. But anyway, on with the show. So what I'm going to do first of all is see here that I've got this draw wireframe function, but part of it is sort of setting up a model transform. And it's usually a good idea to keep those tasks separate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just for quality of life going to make maybe two helper functions. One will simply apply that rotation. And that is just going to do this part here. And then another one is going to be popping matrices, basically. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to sort of shift these out of the function. So I'm going to just do those as separate tasks. So I'm not going to, the drawing stuff is not going to worry about the angle. So something like that. Okay. So we've got some drawing code, we've got some transform code. Now I'm going to sort of integrate them together. So if we go right down the bottom in our main loop, I'm going to go ahead and handle the rotation, and then after drawing, reset the transform, just like that. And we can see, yeah, it does the same thing, but it's just a little bit neater. Okay, so in order to draw our filled stuff, our filled cube, we've got these positions that we're going to draw, and we've got these indices, but I'm going to need two more things. First up, I'm going to need a set of colors, so a color for each corner. And then secondly, I'm going to need a more handy data structure than just a single flat array. So let me go ahead and define the colors first. Go ahead and make like a tuple of tuples, and I'm just going to use very imaginative colors here. I'm going to have 8 corners, so I'll just do some binary combinations. Something like that. That's fine. Okay, now in terms of indices for faces, there's a concept, there's something called an edge table. And what an edge table is it is a collection of indices which are defining like a single, the edges of a single polygon. So let me just wrap this up. Say for instance we have 0, 1, yeah, the corners 0, 1, 2, and 3 form one polygon. Then we'll have another polygon formed from the corners . There we go. So we see here that our cube is going to have 6 faces, and for each of these faces, this is the index, set of indices, the points defining the corners of the face. So each of these, set of 4 indices defines what's called an edge table. There we have it. Okay, so now that I've got my data defined, I'm just going to sort of get that out of the way. And I'll go and I'll take that draw wireframe function and I'll just duplicate it. And I'm just going to call it draw filled. Okay, cool. So I'm just double checking. So what we're going to do is we are going to have to look through, because now indices is not just a single tuple of integers, but it's a bunch of edge tables. Going to have to look through that. So we'll say for edge table in. So this will be looping through every time edge table will be equal to one of these sets, which I should probably rename. It'll be one of these sets. So we're going to need to sort of run around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what's called a triangle fan. Now, the idea is, if I have 3 points, no problem. I can draw a triangle, no problem. And technically, because I'm using legacy OpenGL, I can use quads and actually, even less of a problem. But I want to decompose everything into triangles because triangles are good. So if I take the first 3, yep, no worries. The short answer is it works, but we could take the first 3, they form a triangle, and then maybe the next 2 and the... anyway, we're going to begin drawing, and the mode we're going to use is... triangle fan. Then we're going to start looking through. So we'll go for index in edge table. We're going to have our position, but then we're also going to have a color. And the way we define a color is with GL color 3. We can go 3F or 3FV. V for vector. We'll just go colors index. Cool. So what this is doing is, for instance, if we have, looking at the first one, the first index is 0, so we'll be grabbing position 0, this one here, as well as color 0, which will be black in this case. Cool. So let's go ahead and call that. We go right down the bottom. We'll go ahead, we'll draw a wireframe first, and then we'll go ahead. Actually, let's do it the other way around. Vertices, colors. Okay, no problem. We'll do it the other way. So we'll fill it in first, and then we'll put wires on top. Give that a go, and as you can see, it sort of almost looks right. It's just a little off. And the reason it's off is that the order that the faces are appearing is only determined by the draw call order. In other words, we don't have any depth testing. So if a far away face is drawn, in the correct, incorrect order, I guess, then it will go ahead and just put it on top of whatever was drawn before. But that's no problem. What we can do is, if we go right, I guess I don't really have this yet. I don't have like a set up OpenGL function, but we can set it. We can do something. Let me just go up here and we'll just go GL enable. Yep, so we enable depth testing, and then, oh yeah, awesome, we're clearing the depth buffer down here. Cool. So when I give this a go, Yeah, awesome. We've now got faces appearing in front of other faces. I'm pretty happy with that. So there we have it, short and sweet. In this video, we went from a wireframe to filled faces. Hope you had fun, and I will see you again soon. Bye.